B-K-E-B?
B-E.
B-E. Okay.
B is in bear.
One killer bad elephant.
Come on.
One killer bad enemy.
Okay.
And then one JX9.
Okay. Isaac.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Kobe beef. Kobe Bryant. Beyonce.
You gotta fuck the beef.
Okay, yeah.
I'm killing Kobe.
You marry Kobe because he can provide.
So can Beyonce. Yeah, Beyonce can provide for Jay-Z.
So jealous. You don't have talent like Beyonce. You didn't live in the same world with her.
Jay-Z does.
Beyonce and us, we're
he?
all entertainers. Like,
that's why he gets coming out of retirement. Because he's like, she's making way more money than me. I gotta get out here and do something. I'm just sitting on the couch eating potato chips all day.
But like, she came out with that album last year that was like all about her husband cheating on her, and then like eventually like, you know, being like real mad at him, and then like getting over it, but like, don't fuck with me again or I'll cut your dick off. Like,
I thought she said that was about football though, or something.
I don't know though, but I sort of feel like that maybe, like, I'm not saying if Jay-Z did it, he's in the right. All I'm saying is like, he's damned in the court of public opinion, right?
Yeah, that kind of.
Have we forgotten about this already with Jay-Z?
I don't know. I thought she was just really mad about a sports team. That's what I got.
I don't know.
Were you mad? A metaphor for a sports team sometimes. Maybe that's what she meant.
That's definitely true. Oh, apparently it was years ago.
Oh,
so it wasn't building. Well, that's kind of unfair to, you know, like, first off.
Dave, I'm gonna make a record about this.
Exactly. To like drudge up those issues in an argument years past is not fair. To release like a platinum selling album about it is a little over the top, I think.
Wait, I hate to be pedantic, but is it drudge or is it dredge? I actually don't know. They both sound right to me now.
Is drudge a word?
Yeah, like the drudge report.
Exactly, the drudge report. It might be dredge. Is dredge, that's when you pull something up from like the bed of the ocean, right?
Yeah, exactly. You haul something behind it like a ship, and then it pulls stuff off the ground. Usually get corpses out of the lake.
That's how you is that usually? Like if you're a dredger, that's just the unspoken job?
It's the currency of your job, yeah. It's usually corpses.
Especially if you're in like Miami between the years 2004 to 2013 when Dexter was on the air.
Yeah, they didn't dredge those up. They mostly found their way back to the surface because you just didn't really weight them down very well, from what I remember.
Don't speak of Dexter. Disappointing.
I still like Dexter. Although I think we've given up watching it. Like, Lynn and I got to season 7, which I thought was one of the better ones, and then we just kind of like stopped.
After like season 3 or 4, it just starts getting a little drawn out, I would say.
Do you know who loves Dexter?
Fox?
Yes, but you know what?
Because he likes pretty much everything, so I thought it was a safe bet.
Wouldn't surprise me if Mathis also loves Dexter. I mean, it was a popular show for a long time.
I liked it for a while.
Dan Giesling.
Oh,
he's like 10 out of 10 Dexter level. Loves
I wouldn't have figured him for Dexter.
I think it's because he modeled his big brother's strategy after Dexter's life of deception.
No.
and cold-blooded murder in the Florida Everglades.
Yeah.
Probably not the murder part, but there's probably something for the psychological part.
Dan should be so proud of how he played that game, because I would have played it the exact same way. It's a freaking game. You go in to take care of business, like, you know, take no prisoners.
One day, I need to turn
so he
the script.
does murder them?
One day I need to flip the script on Dan. And we need to get him to start talking about his time on Big Brother instead of him asking us, like, you know, what our favorite dessert is.
We tried that, he deflects every single time.
I don't know how he does it, but I've got so many mundane questions about life in the Big Brother house. Like, when you piss, do they catch that on the feed?
Okay, so the bathroom has a microphone in it, I think, but there's no camera. But the bathroom, they have a camera outside the bathroom, like in the bathroom. You can see the Big Brother bathroom on the feed.
Each one has a camera, doesn't it? Because there's always the ladies taking showers together.
The shower, you can see the shower from the bathroom camera, but the shower's like blanked out from above the ankles to about the neck. But you can see like...
Oh, I know about that part.
Yeah.
So you can see their face and their feet.
And their feet, yeah, pretty much. And then they're all like in there talking to each other while they're showering and shit a lot of the time.
Those are the only 2 parts I need.
Chat's saying we're on different seeds, is that right?
1 KBE.
Yeah.
1 JX9.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's what I'm doing, right?
Don't do that, chat.
1 KBE, 1 JX9.
You messed with me.
I've got Little Brimstone, Horror, and Ceremonial Robes with a quad shot.
Really?
I have scatter bombs and toothpicks.
What?
I have toothpicks as well.
Are you guys fucking with me?
No! I re-rolled the first item room from Libra. Oh no,
I rolled that too.
I re-rolled Shoot to Loop and I got scatter bombs. And
I
I
left
scapular behind, actually.
I rolled the scapular.
What came out for scapular?
The Little Brimstone.
Oh, I ripped myself off so bad.
I wasn't gonna
tell
tell you.
Scatter bombs or butt bombs?
Scatter. It's the glass one with a little fly.
We got all sorts of different stuff going on.
It's very strange. Is Dan the kind of celebrity where if you Google like Dan Giesling feet, you get a response?
I don't know.
I'm not saying you should.
Pandora's box.
I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying like, you know, whenever you like Google a celebrity's name, it's always like, you know, Jennifer Lopez 1998 Grammys dress, Jennifer Lopez Mark Anthony, Jennifer Lopez Drake, Jennifer Lopez feet. And you're like, all right, I'm not trying to shame you, but
Jennifer Lopez's head attached to all these porn stars' bodies.
Exactly. Like
Copy pasted 100 times.
I didn't realize there was such a market for this kind of stuff. So is Dan Giesling, is he in that camp yet?
I don't know if it's as much for males, though I haven't checked, so I guess I can't say.
You know what? You just raised something that I had never even considered until this moment.
There's gotta be men with feet all over the internet.
No, I
we
mean,
just start looking for it.
Whenever you hear about someone having a foot fetish, what do you picture? I picture Quentin Tarantino.
It's Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, okay, just making sure. But then, like, I've never heard, and that doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but I've never heard of a woman having a foot fetish.
It exists.
It's got to exist. Maybe it's more hush-hush.
It needs to be questioned, honestly. It's just a thing.
I didn't question it. I just said, does it exist?
Male feet not really popular? Are you telling me there is a fetish that's not very popular?
I don't know, thing. It's just, hey, kitty.
Hey,
Sticking
kitty.
your head under my aunt monitor from the other side.
Say hi to your aunt monitor for me.
The kitty's in here. There's no good that's gonna come of it.
Because women have nice feet, men don't.
I was actually
not always true.
I mean, I was gonna say that. I was like, you know, there might have been a time when I had like, you know, feet that were somewhat photogenic, but that time is long gone. I don't know what goes on down there. Oh, that's don't even get me started about that. Wake up hungover in Stockholm, probably put on the same socks that I wore the day before, fly for like 40 hours, and it's haunted me forever. It already haunted me the entire time I was in the air.
Yeah. And now it gets to haunt you again, now that you're back on the ground for several months.
Down here, I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
Why is
my stream just crashed?
Porn talk?
It's weird.
Yeah, apparently my stream went down, but like now it's back.
Yours did too? Okay, so.
Oh, okay, Twitch.
Hey,
Twitch Arena. I dropped some frames too, but they stopped. I guess that must have just been a Twitch thing.
Is mine okay? I didn't see anyone say mine went down.
Huh. Maybe you're on a different server than we were using.
Yeah.
I use New
in
York.
New York, am I right?
Oh, I'm in like Dallas or something.
I left it in Chicago for ages.
I took a pill in Ibiza.
Okay, cat, go away. I'm gonna kick you out.
Yeah. That's when you take a pill in your geezer.
Wait, you call your asshole a geezer?
You don't call it that?
That
Did
makes
you,
me think of Bernie Sanders. I don't like that.
I saw Richard the other day. He's like, oh, I finally found what I've been missing in life. And he tweeted a picture of edible chocolate anuses.
Right. Oh, I knew about those for ages.
Like, what the?
You can get them in gold as well.
And Belgium dark chocolate, a puckered little anus chocolate.
There's one guy in the world that makes these things, and I saw a documentary about him.
So it's just it's a chocolate shaped like an anus.
No, it's shaped as the anus
like,
of who you choose.
Yeah, it's like a mold. It's like a dip.
They make a mold, they put it in your ass, and then they print chocolates or gold like pendants out of it.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
I could have sworn we talked about that on the show before.
I saw a picture of it. And I was like, oh god, like, I'm scared to put my tongue against it even knowing it's chocolate. I just don't trust it.
No, it's delicious dark chocolate. You should put your tongue all over it.
Oh my god.
I've heard nothing but good things about that man's chocolate work.
Somebody, I feel like somebody misunderstood our conversation. They were like, check this out. If you go to Belgium, you can get chocolate bread even. Yo, a chocolate anus molded custom to the sphincter of whoever you choose is way more ridiculous than chocolate bread, man.
The best part of the documentary was when the person that was doing the documentary volunteered to have the casting made of their asshole, and he had to like grab his knees and pull them back so he could get really in there to get a proper mold, because you got to get the whole sphincter properly.
It makes perfect sense.
I bet they use like real skinny people too, because then it's not as much like butt cheeks smushing together. It's easier to get the mold.
He talks about that actually. Everybody's kind of got their own geometry to their asshole, and part of the character of the asshole does sometimes depend on how much flesh is leaning in.
Can't believe you're an expert on this.
Oh, he said chocolate breasts, not chocolate breasts.
Oh,
that changes everything.
Fine.
You know, in a way, I'm not saying this to be gross. I mean, we've talked about grosser stuff on this show. I would like to have a chocolate mold of my own anus, if only to know myself better. I've never even seen what goes on.
Never even taken a mirror to it.
Yeah, exactly. What, you think I own the 2 mirrors necessary to get a close-up view of my own butthole?
I feel like, yeah, you'd need like a network of mirors to like, you know, just reflect the
special panopticon.
Yeah, exactly. Just to get that right telescopic effect there.
There could be an industry around this that we've yet to discover.
Well, that's what I'm hoping, is that maybe like someone will come out with something like that for the HTC Vive, where first it takes like a scan of your body somehow, and then it's like, hey, here's a 3D model of your own asshole.
Check your optics, bro. Here's your ass.
Go manipulate it and, you know, play around. And,
import that into your tilt brush application and go nuts.
Oh, you can paint with it now.
You can stamp it. Yeah, exactly. You have a template. It's called a webcam egg. Yo, I watched Black Mirror. I'm not gonna go bend over in front of my webcam and take a picture of my own asshole. That's step one.
That kid did so much worse, and do you know what happened to him? I won't spoil it, but man, it didn't turn out well.
It all turned out just fine in the end. As with all Black Mirror episodes.
That one went way in a different direction than I expected. We got to the cake part, and I was like, all right, this is weird.
I gotta watch it. It's like, it's weird X-Files or something, it sounds like.
It's like technology X-Files, but everything is a story into itself.
It's like The Matrix if it was written by Nietzsche.
Oh.
Extremely fatalistic, yes.
Yeah. There's never, well, apparently there's an episode with a happy ending. But apart from that, you're like, wow, there's a brief moment of hope. I can't wait for this to be, you know, stamped out in front of my eyes. And yeah, there it goes. All right. We're all going to die alone.
Maybe construe season 3, episode 1 as a happy ending. She ends up in jail, but like with a newfound respect for life.
Yeah, but then she was like, I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but like,
thanks, Felicity.
She's yelling at a dude, and I'm like, ladies.
They seemed like they were yelling at each other in a way that they both enjoyed, though.
Yeah, but I didn't enjoy it.
Like they're in Oz or something?
It's like, you know, everybody. Yeah, exactly. Nobody ever says what they think of one another, and then finally, once their lives are ruined, they have the ability to be open about that, and they find release in that.
I see. Sounds enthralling.
You're telling me. I mean, I don't even want the chocolate anus. Just give me the mold.
You just want the mold so you can make like your own like Jello anus shots.
I don't want to make. Hey, you know that would be great though. You have like people over to your house and they're like, "Wow, this is an interesting cup. What is it?" Oh, it's my ass.
It's actually my butthole.
It's a 3D printed shot glass.
You gotta make an asshole Jolly Rancher shot glass.
Or you can make.
You can 3D print those.
A fleshlight of your own anus.
Oh no!
I would be surprised if there wasn't a deal like that on somewhere.
So I was fucking my ass yesterday.
Would you get a portal gun and a couple of doors?
Well, I'm glad you asked. No, it's my my pocket pussy, 3D molded into the shape of my own colon.
Oh, how was it?
I wish they hadn't modeled the hair.
You gotta shave that first. Clearly. Write that on the package, please. Make sure you shave first. It's like that that movie with the college kids when they're all making the molds of their dicks to sell, and the one kid didn't shave and he goes to pull it off.
What's this movie about?
It's got Zac Efron in it and Seth Meyers.
Oh, it's
or Seth Rogen.
Yeah, the First Neighbors movie.
Yeah, that movie. And the one kid's there, he's like, "You're supposed to shave it before you do it?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then they have to like rip it off them.
Oh, he was like balls deep in the mold.
Yeah, balls deep in it.
I don't think you're supposed to mold the balls either.
I think you can though.
It's an option.
Well, here's the thing: molding the dick. I'm not saying I would do it, but it would be less of a problem. But I feel like if I molded the balls, I would just be inviting some kind of like amateur medicine. Like I'd be getting tweets about it for years. I'd be like, "Hey, you check out that spot right there. Maybe you should go see a urologist." Like, it's more of a medical curiosity.
That much detail? Yeah, I guess you could, huh?
Well, it's like, you know, giving someone like a 3D model of like my pancreas or something. Like I don't know what they're gonna do with it.
Just add in like some like extra Play-Doh or something in there in the spots that you're uncomfortable about. You know?
Yeah, just smooth it out.
Yeah, smooth it out. Tuck it a little bit. Whatever. Get the right angle.
Take it into Blender and run a couple filters over it.
Yep. Okay, that's fair. I can see your point.
This will be the future of Twitch anyway. You'll have 3D models of every orifice and crevice of our bodies, and you can bring them into games and animate them with Shrek.
Twitch.
What's wrong with your balls? See, they haven't even seen the mold yet, and they're already asking that I don't want them to. You just proved my point.
Fake news.
Now is the time to invent a 3D printer, or to invest in a 3D printer.
Oh,
yeah, you might be a little late on that, but no, to invest.
Now's the time to invent one. Yes. That thing we've already named and have. Let's invent it now.
We need to 3D print a car that drives itself. That's what we need to do.
You wouldn't download it though.
Like I have a regular printer, and I gotta be honest. Yeah, exactly. 2D printers are already horrible. I don't know if the world is ready to add another dimension right now.
My buddy was doing that.
Worse.
Wait, you said your friend has one, Cobalt?
Yeah, Sevidus, Nerd Fusion. He was doing a 24-hour stream, and he just was like 3D printing for like 5 hours on one of them. Just like
for one thing.
It was like for 5 hours of his like 24-hour stream, he just sat there and 3D printed.
But like one object he printed
in 5
object. Hours?
Yeah, it takes forever.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I thought it was that long.
It takes a long time.
That's something that'll be better eventually, but not very good yet.
You know, people will sit there and watch paint dry, you know, like if you
I made a video
they think it's
about
interesting. Like people watch all sorts of things that are just for ASMR or whatever. Like we watch people unbox Shopkins on freaking YouTube.
What is a Shopkin?
A loot crate.
It's like those little figurines that are random that you come in a package and you get a mystery one, and they're like cute little ones that are like made of food. They're all made of food and shit, and different like
so
shoes
like blind
and
bags.
Yeah, they're just blind bags, and kids love them, but they're really tiny, and you could probably choke on them.
Like Kinder Surprises.
Yes, except people have these like weird. I don't know, they have an addiction to these Shopkin things. Lisa even likes them, and I'm just like, no. We're not investing in Shopkins. We have 1,000 pop figurines already. We're gonna have those forever.
Yeah, I can sort of feel you when I look at it like my Magic the Gathering collection.
Yeah, but at least you can play with those. The Shopkin or the freaking Pops just sit there, look at. You know?
Oh, I'm well past that point.
You know they have a Shrek Pop figurine? I was very surprised that they'd go back so far into the catalog and pull out.
Oh,
Shrek.
they're like way down there, right? Like at first time I ever saw Pop figurines, it was like Spider-Man, Iron Man, and I was like, I get it. And then like 3 years later, you're going in there and you're like, oh, okay.
Every
Tommy
single
Douglas.
person ever made, like
Inventor of socialized medicine in Canada. That's a surprise, but you know,
They figured a way to make his head mostly square. Cool.
there are YouTuber Pop figurines, aren't there?
There's the Tube Stars, which are Minecraft-oriented ones.
huh.
And I love the name Tube Stars. It never gets old. I found those at Target and Toys R Us.
I'm not
begrudging it, but like, damn, dude, that is a great name. Tube Stars.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Hollywood butcher shop.
Or a great brand of toothpaste.
Yeah, that's a brand of toothpaste you get at the dollar store for sure.
It's got like the little red star on the side, maybe like some stripes going across it. That's it. Good branding.
It's Tube Heroes. Oh, yeah, no, it might be Tube Heroes. Maybe
That'd
I'm
be a
wrong.
good toothpaste still, though.
Yeah. Anything with
the-
tube in the name seems to be working.
Yep.
Yeah. What are the heroes that you guys have seen in the store? Because I can't really think of many now. I think I saw Sky Does Minecraft.
I'm pretty sure there was a Captain Sparkles one.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
How could there not be, right?
I've had dinner with him before, like at a big dinner. He's a pretty nice guy.
He strikes me as basically like what I actually want for my life. Is like he's more successful than me in every regard. And he bought a house to make sure that Beyonce and Jay-Z couldn't get it, which I think is an important value to hold in
keep
life.
them away. Yep.
I thought that was Notch, too. Notch did that, too.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Notch was the Jay-Z one. That's my bad.
Yeah.
And then, beyond that, didn't he make, like, the working video phone in Minecraft?
Was that him?
I believe that was him. So, like,
That's quite a lot of effort, to be honest.
He's a better engineer as well. So, you know what? I can't begrudge him. Plus, I don't have my own doll, so...
You could, though.
Maybe one day.
We could make pocket eggs of you.
But, like, I feel like he's got the kind of audience where people just want the doll as a collectible. We've got the kind of audience where people want the doll to do weird things.
Yeah, to, like, cover him in pubic hair and roll him down the hallway. I know.
Yeah. They'll be like, check it out. NL is your doll, but with peanut butter all over his lips. Like, what? Why'd you do that?
Weird.
At least mine, they're just gonna spray paint gold. I'm, like, fine with that. You go nuts.
That's true. That's true.
Put LED lights in me, too. I don't mind that either.
My run just got real crazy.
What'd you get?
Like, I have like a wafer, and I had like 3 hearts, but then I took a Judas' Shadow to kill myself, and now I have like 3 hearts, and I have 29 damage right now.
Really good.
That's pretty crazy. Where are you guys at right now? I just hit the womb.
What if your doll folded open like a Pez dispenser, and inside is a golden pendant of Uranus?
You know, I think that should be for
A golden pendant.
I feel
That's
like
not even edible.
That's the other option.
Mommies and daddies only, or daddies and daddies, or mommies and mommies,
Yeah.
or 2 mommies and a daddy,
18 plus
2 daddies and a mommy.
to have the butthole candy.
Any amount of daddies and or mommies.
Really, any combination of daddies and or mommies is okay. Except 6 daddies, 1 mommy. That's where I draw the line.
Does anybody share their butthole candy that buys it, or do they just get it to secretly eat in
No,
person?
of course they do. They eat it. They mostly share it. It's for a gift
Oh.
to a lover
gift
or
it to-
enemy.
To a lover or an enemy.
Yeah, actually, no, I completely understand where you're coming from there. Where I'm like,
Eat my ass. Or, eat my ass.
I
I
can't
don't
resist.
understand whether that's like an intimate gift or it's like harassment.
Maybe a little of both.
I guess the
That's
line
the
depends
future.
on the relationship that you have.
The best relationships have a little give and take to them.
That's probably true.
Little antagonism sometimes, just for fun.
I
Cobalt,
really
I'll
like
share my butthole candy with you.
Prod
Thanks,
each other
man.
a little bit.
I really like the expression do you share your butthole candy?
I think you do.
In context, it sounds bad. Out of context, it sounds way worse. But you share your butthole candy.
Well, I would picture like one of those Smarties candy necklaces, only like anal bead version of that. Like, I wouldn't want to share that one at all.
We call them Rockets, not Smarties.
Whatever you got.
We have another candy called Smarties. Yeah, so your Smarties are like those chalky candies, right?
Yeah, but you can get the chewable ones that are really nasty, and I would not recommend it. They have like a big tablet that's chewable.
We have our Smarties are like M&Ms basically, and then our chalky candies are called Rockets.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
I guess I was expecting something more.
There's not really much to fight about with that. It's
I was just making sure.
We all have weird candies.
We were talking about Big Brother earlier. You should totally go on that, Northern Lion. That'd be great.
We've joked about that. Do like an NLSS Big Brother season.
Dude, but we'd have to have a house and no internet for like at least a month or two.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
All right, yeah, the house is easy, but in no internet is not.
Because you can't have outside influence or current. It has to be just like in your head, the game, and that's it. And then we'd have like a pool table and like you could just literally copy Big Brother, you know, format. I don't think we could monetize it though, unless we did our own twists.
Oh well, that kind
things.
of destroys all of the point of it then.
Yeah, it's becoming kind of a difficult sell, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think fun as shit though. He's super.
I think
funny.
I would hold a grudge. I also feel like
it's CBS.
Dan is right. Like I trust Dan's advice on this subject, and he's like, you'd probably either win or like be voted out immediately, but probably like 80% chance voted out immediately. I'm like, yeah, that sounds right.
They usually go for like the older people first on voting people out. Well, unless you're talking about just a streamer or NLSS version.
Well, that's what I was talking about, and I think in that case we've all seen how that superhero card game goes. I think you'd probably just win by default.
I don't think so. Well, no, because it's by tribunal, not by popular vote, right?
Isn't it a little of both?
No, sometimes you can have like an America's Player. I don't. They get like
that's
$500 gift certificate to Pizza Hut if they like pull their dick out on camera.
I think they win $100,000.
Well, it's pretty good.
Or yeah,
I thought there was a certain element of control that the audience exerted as well as the actual house.
It depends. A lot of the twists they'll have votes and stuff like that. It depends on what season and what twist they have.
Gotcha.
Like on the one they just did, they decided to do one that was not televised, but that was on the internet only, and you have like the live feeds and stuff running, and it was like a lower budget thing,
one?
so like the competitions weren't nearly as like awesome as the TV show one, but they did that, and you know, it worked out pretty well, I guess, and they kind of did a lot more voting interaction on that one, where you could decide stuff. Like, you basically voted to give a player an advantage every week, but you couldn't vote the same player more than once. So everybody got a turn, so America basically had to, like, determine who got what every week to, like, change the game.
I do shit to just get into people's heads. Like, I would want there to be a time when the house orders pizza, but the audience gets to decide what's on the pizza.
How are they gonna order pizza, man? They can't contact the outside world.
But the producers can give it to them.
Okay.
And the audience decides that, like, they know Ryan hates the pineapple pizza, for example. I know that's not actually true, but they'll pick things to get into your mind a little bit.
Salmon and anchovies. Yeah, they'll do that on Big Brother.
And ants.
They'll have, like, people in alliances, and they'll know somebody's going out, so one person in that alliance will just throw a vote at somebody else and then not tell anybody who it was that voted. So they have, like a doubt, like, oh, somebody's against me. Like, what is this vote? Just to fuck with people.
We're all against each other in that game. Don't they know?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, they think they're friends.
Way too much credit. Because he won our Civilization game. They're like, Dan is a master social engineer. It's not, I mean, maybe that's true. I mean, he's got the track record, but Civ should not be like your idea there. Because I was 100% like, can't let Dan win, can't let Dan win. And then Sinvicta was like, I'll just knock down your city walls for no reason and invade you because, like, you have troops. And I was like, all right, fuck that. If it's between Sinvicta and Dan, I'm going for Dan. In the end, I gave him the Shroud of Turin just so he could win the game over Sinvicta. That's why, you know, really the lesson you should be taking is that don't let that guy into the Big Brother house or he's going to screw himself out of an easy victory.
Well, isn't that part of the game that he finds ways to become endearing to people so he can turn allies into enemies?
I mean, I put a lot of the...
He does all sorts of shit, and there's no way to put your finger on it.
Very subtle.
The thing about strategies in the Big Brother house are it all depends on the other players in the game with you, what's going to work, and how you read them. Because one strategy that works one season could not be viable at all on a different one. Just because of the people playing. Sometimes they're... Most of the time, they're complete fucking idiots, honestly, the people they pick.
Oh.
They're really stupid.
Dan manufactured Sinvicta's paranoia? Wait a minute. Did Dan tell Sinvicta to attack me? If so, well, again...
There you go. He's whispering him on the side, behind your back.
Remember all the times to check the wire?
I'm just saying, that doesn't mean that I'm socially engineered. He certainly pulled the wool over Sinvicta's eyes and the rest of the dominoes fell into place.
He knew you were out of reach, so he went to somebody he could get to.
Nah, he pulled the right Jenga piece, okay?
Yeah.
If I have like two friends, I'm trying to figure out who was the VIP pass to the birthday party or something like that. This is a weird metaphor, but like, and then the one friend goes like, you know, hey, why don't you take a shit in his lawn? Then of course, it's not like I got socially engineered by the evil person. The dude who took the shit on the lawn got mind flooded, and I just played my part, man.
They're talking about civilizations. In case in case you were confused.
The shitting on the lawn analogy doesn't really make sense. But like, I don't know how he convinced Sinvicta to invade me for no reason, but Sinvicta gave Dan that game. What am I supposed to do? Oh, yeah, you know, I know you invaded me, but at the same time, I'd really like to have a fair game here. That's not how diplomacy works.
He's got to do something with all those troops, okay? They can't just sit around and collect dust. He's got upkeep on those, man. He needs to clear them out so he can make better units.
I think Dan might have done it. I gotta watch the series. I've never seen it, but I'm just assuming he did it.
When do you guys make time to do all that stuff? It's crazy.
After NLSS or something?
A Civ game takes so long to finish.
Yeah, I think they were acutely aware of that.
We played super fast, whatever. There's like a truncated version of the game. Like it plays at like quadruple speed or something like that, and then real-time turns.
Okay.
So it was less ridiculous. But still, after one game, people were like, you know, hey, so when we do this the next time, let's blah, blah, blah. But no, there's no next time.
Like, there's no... It's like Monopoly.
That was too much.
I played one game of Civ with just the computers when it came out, and I was like, okay, got my money's worth out of the game. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
Just want to experience it one time.
Did you guys keep this amazing library on this run?
I'm in the chest.
It was on the Womb 2.
Ah, I haven't gotten there yet. You'll know I'm on the Womb 2 when we are at the hour. That's how you can always tell.
We have not beaten Nioh, guys, but we're gonna play the crap out of it later, probably.
Nioh.
The game is so fun. Am I pronouncing it wrong?
No. That's
the Kung Pao joke.
Yeah, Rob says all the time. From Kung Pao, enter the fist.
You keep saying Nioh, and like I keep hearing it, and all I hear is Neo's boring, so I just have to say it.
Neo's boring.
Isn't that like... I saw some people tweeting about Nioh, and they were like, this is... Like, I'm 80 hours in, and I'm still getting my ass kicked.
I spent about an hour and 20 minutes doing one boss last night. I could have gone back and farmed. I could have gone back and got more elixirs. But you know what? I said, fuck this. I know I can beat this guy with 5 healing potions. And I just went for it. But yeah, it's pretty hard. It's pretty tough.
I had no idea it was like an 80-hour game.
I heard it was about 40 to 80 hours. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out myself.
I have a copy coming like in a day or two, so I'm looking forward to playing it. Jim Sterling says he fucking loves it.
It's so fun, man. The combat, it feels more fluid than Dark Souls, and they add a lot more elements where you can kind of like customize your character.
Right.
Just down to whatever you want, whatever style you want. And there's tons of different movesets and things. It's great. Victory.
Almost there.
I forgot that I don't have to finish the daily. I can just go load it up and die.
Although, Amy, it's up to you, but